Have you ever caught yourself gripping the handrail a little tighter or pausing before stepping off a curb? Not out of fear, but caution? As we grow older, it's often our bones that whisper first, quietly losing strength long before pain or problems arrive. And yet strong bones are the very foundation of freedom. Freedom to move with ease, to live without fear of falls, and to keep doing the things we love. The good news is that you don't need drastic changes or expensive supplements to protect them. In fact, some of the most powerful tools for bone health may already be in your kitchen. In this video, we'll gently walk through 7 nourishing foods that can help support stronger bones naturally day by day. If you're curious about how everyday choices can shape a steadier, more confident future, stay with me. Let's begin this journey together, one thoughtful bite at a time. 1. Greek yogurt, a creamy powerhouse for stronger bones. As we grow older, our bones quietly ask for more care. They don't shout or complain, but they do whisper through little aches, slower movements, or the quiet shift in a DEXA scan. One of the most loving ways we can answer that call is with what we put on our plates. And when it comes to nourishing bones naturally, few things are as gentle yet powerful as a simple bowl of Greek yogurt. Rich, thick, and pleasantly tangy, Greek yogurt isn't just a treat for your taste buds. It's a deeply nourishing ally for your bones. Every spoonful delivers a meaningful dose of calcium and protein, 2 nutrients your body craves more with each passing decade. Why are these 2 so important? Because your bones are not just made of minerals. They are living tissues supported by a delicate framework of collagen, and that structure depends on protein to stay strong and resilient. But here's something many seniors don't realize. As we age, our ability to absorb calcium naturally declines. That means even if you eat well, your body might not be getting the support it once did. That's where Greek yogurt becomes more than food. It becomes a gift. A typical 6-ounce serving offers around 200 to 250 milligrams of calcium and up to 20 grams of high-quality protein. That's a significant step toward your daily needs in one delicious cup. Let me tell you about Evelyn Monroe, a 74-year-old retired piano teacher from Asheville, North Carolina. Evelyn had struggled with low energy and was diagnosed with early-stage osteopenia. She wasn't thrilled about taking pills and dreaded the taste of chalky calcium tablets. So her dietitian encouraged her to try something simple: Greek yogurt. At first she was skeptical, but she gave it a chance. Mornings became her favorite time. She would top a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with fresh blueberries, crushed walnuts, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Within 6 months, Evelyn began feeling more stable on her feet and noticed fewer digestive issues. Even her sleep improved. Her next bone scan showed encouraging results, and more importantly, she felt hopeful again. The beauty of Greek yogurt is that it fits so naturally into a senior's day. It's gentle on the stomach, lower in lactose than traditional yogurt, and packed with probiotics that support gut health. Choose plain, unsweetened versions to avoid hidden sugars, and whenever possible, look for options fortified with vitamin D to enhance calcium absorption. It's easy to add variety too. Blend it into smoothies, stir it into soups, or swap it for sour cream in your favorite recipes. It's more than a habit. It's a quiet ritual of self-care that adds strength to your frame and confidence to your movement. Greek yogurt is not just a health food. For many older adults, it becomes a quiet companion in the journey of aging well. One bowl, one morning at a time. Let it nourish you, strengthen you, and remind you that taking care of yourself can still be delicious. 2. Canned sardines. Small fish, big bone benefits. Sometimes the most powerful things in life come in the smallest packages. For seniors over 60 looking to support stronger bones through everyday foods, canned sardines are one of those quiet treasures hiding in plain sight. Humble in size but mighty in nutrients, these little fish offer a unique blend of bone-building essentials that are often hard to find in one single source. What makes sardines so special? First and foremost, they're one of the few foods that naturally provide both calcium and vitamin D together. Calcium is the mineral that gives bones their structure and strength, while vitamin D is the key that helps your body absorb and actually use that calcium. Most people associate these nutrients with dairy, but a small 3-ounce serving of sardines with bones delivers more than 300 milligrams of calcium and about 200 IUs of vitamin D. That's a meaningful boost for any older adult hoping to protect their bones without relying solely on pills or dairy. The magic lies in the bones of the sardines themselves. When canned, those bones become soft and tender, almost blending into the texture of the fish. They're not something you have to chew through or even notice. Yet within them lies the concentrated mineral support your skeleton needs more than ever in this season of life. Add to that the powerful anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acid sardines contain, and you've got a food that supports your body from the inside out, including the cells that build new bone. Let me tell you about Richard Lyons, a 76-year-old retired postmaster from Flagstaff, Arizona. Richard had been struggling with his bone health ever since a fall the previous winter. Lactose intolerance made dairy a challenge, and most fortified products left him bloated or uncomfortable. But everything changed after a friend at his community walking club mentioned sardines. At first, Richard hesitated. He hadn't touched them since childhood. But curiosity won. He mashed a few into a warm grain bowl with lemon, parsley, and roasted vegetables. Not only did he enjoy it, but he noticed he felt more energetic during his morning walks. His next bone scan showed subtle improvement, and even his doctor was impressed by the results from such a simple change. For older adults who want strength without stress, sardines offer a beautiful balance of nutrition and ease. They require no cooking, last in your pantry for months, and pair wonderfully with familiar ingredients. Whether stirred into pasta, served on whole grain toast, or enjoyed alongside crackers and cucumbers, they adapt to your rhythm. When buying, always choose varieties labeled with bones and packed in water or olive oil to avoid excess salt. Canned sardines remind us that healing doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. With their natural calcium, vitamin D, and healthy fats, they bring support to your bones, confidence to your stride, and peace of mind to your plate. Every bite is a quiet act of care, and every can holds the potential to strengthen the life you're still building, one nourishing meal at a time. 3. Leafy greens, everyday vegetables that strengthen bones. There is something comforting and familiar about a warm plate of greens. For many of us, they bring back memories of home-cooked meals, quiet Sunday dinners, and the hands that lovingly stirred them in a pot. But beyond nostalgia, leafy green vegetables offer a quiet strength that can deeply support our bones as we age. For seniors over 60, especially those who avoid dairy or lean toward plant-based eating, these humble vegetables can be a gentle but powerful tool for building stronger bones. Kale, collard greens, bok choy, mustard greens, turnip greens, and others are all rich in calcium, but in a way that often surprises people. The calcium found in these greens, especially when cooked, can be just as effective as what you find in milk. A cup of cooked collard greens contains over 250 milligrams of calcium, making it a nourishing choice for anyone trying to protect their bones naturally. But the benefits don't stop there. These vegetables are also packed with vitamin K, which plays a critical role in how our body uses calcium, helping it bind where it's needed most, into the bones themselves. Leafy greens also bring magnesium and potassium to the table, two minerals that often go unnoticed but help preserve bone mass by buffering the acids in our diets and reducing calcium loss. And their benefits extend beyond bones. They're low in calories, high in fiber, and gentle on the digestive system, making them an easy daily companion for seniors looking to support balance, strength, and overall well-being. Let me introduce you to Georgia McAllister, a 75-year-old retired gospel singer from Charleston, South Carolina. After her doctor mentioned early signs of osteopenia, Georgia felt determined not to go straight to supplements. Her grandson, who was studying nutrition in college, challenged her to bring back the southern greens she used to love, but with a healthier spin. Together, they began cooking collards with garlic and olive oil, tossing kale into soups, and adding bok choy to stir-fries. Georgia even started blending kale into her morning smoothie with banana and almond milk. After just a few months, her energy returned, her digestion improved, and her lab work showed a significant bump in her vitamin K levels. At her next scan, there was no further bone loss, and she walked out of her appointment smiling. For seniors looking to add more of these greens into daily meals, keep a few things in mind. Cooking greens not only softens them, but also condenses their volume, letting you eat more in a single serving. Kale, collards, and bok choy are excellent choices because they are lower in oxalates, which means your body can absorb more of the calcium they contain. And for those with dentures or chewing challenges, cooked greens are soft, soothing, and easy on the stomach. Whether folded into casseroles, simmered into soups, or simply sautéed with lemon and olive oil, they are a gift to both your body and your bones. Leafy greens may seem modest, but they are quietly powerful. They don't just feed your bones. They nourish your strength, your memory, and the dignity of aging well. One thoughtful plate at a time. 4. Plant-based milks that strengthen aging bones. There's a quiet shift happening in many kitchens across the country, especially among seniors who are listening more closely to their bodies. For some, it begins with a familiar discomfort after a bowl of cereal or a warm cup of coffee with cream. For others, it's simply a desire to make gentler, more thoughtful choices for long-term health. That's where fortified plant-based milks step in, offering a smooth and satisfying way to care for your bones while honoring your body's changing needs. Whether it's almond, soy, oat, or flax, these modern milk alternatives have opened new doors for seniors who experience lactose intolerance, digestive issues, or simply want to try something different. But not all plant-based milks are created equal. When it comes to strengthening your bones, the key is in the word fortified. These milks are thoughtfully enhanced with two of the most critical nutrients for aging bones, calcium and vitamin D. While most plant milks contain little natural calcium, fortification can bring levels up to match or even surpass that of dairy milk. And when vitamin D is added, it becomes the perfect partner, helping your body absorb and use calcium more effectively where it's needed most, deep within the bones. This is especially important as we grow older. Our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, and our digestive systems may not absorb calcium as easily as they once did. That's why having a consistent, enjoyable, and gentle source of both nutrients can make such a meaningful difference. Take the story of Franklin Rhodes, an 81-year-old retired train conductor from Eugene, Oregon. Franklin had always been a milk drinker until bloating and cramps convinced him to set it aside. He tried almond milk but felt like something was missing. Then during a checkup, his nurse practitioner recommended fortified soy milk with extra calcium and vitamin D. Skeptical but willing, Franklin gave it a try. He added it to his oatmeal, blended it into smoothies, and even used it in baking. Within a few months, his energy picked up, and the muscle cramps that used to wake him at night gradually faded. His doctor noted better hydration and suspected a more balanced intake of minerals. For seniors choosing a plant-based milk, the label is your best friend. Look for at least 300 milligrams of calcium and 100 IU of vitamin D per cup. Soy milk often offers the bonus of about 7 grams of protein per serving, which is another building block for bone strength. Select unsweetened varieties to keep added sugars low and inflammation in check. Fortified plant-based milks are versatile. Whether sipped on their own, poured over your favorite cereal, stirred into coffee, or used in recipes, they provide a comforting and nourishing addition to your routine. And for those who forget to drink enough fluids, they offer a smooth, hydrating way to stay ahead of both nutrition and wellness. In the journey towards stronger bones, this simple shift in your cup can be one of the gentlest yet most powerful changes you make. It's not just about replacing milk. It's about choosing something that truly supports the vibrant, steady life you still deserve. One pour at a time. Number 5. Eggs, simple, nourishing support for aging bones. There is something beautifully simple about an egg. It sits quietly in your kitchen, unassuming, yet filled with potential. For seniors over 60 who are looking to support their bones naturally, this humble food deserves a place of honor. Eggs bring together 3 powerful nutrients that quietly work in harmony to protect and nourish your skeletal system: vitamin D, high-quality protein, and phosphorus. Let's begin with vitamin D. As we age, many of us spend less time outdoors, and our skin becomes less efficient at producing this essential nutrient from sunlight. That makes getting enough vitamin D from food even more important. While an egg contains about 40 IU of vitamin D, it's one of the few natural food sources of this nutrient, And all of that precious vitamin is found in the yolk. When paired with fortified foods and moderate sun exposure, eggs can help fill in the gaps in a way that feels natural and nourishing. But the story doesn't end there. Eggs also offer around 6 to 7 grams of complete protein, which means they contain all the essential amino acids your body needs to repair and maintain bone tissue. Protein plays a quiet but essential role in building the collagen matrix inside your bones, keeping them not just dense but also resilient and less prone to fractures. Then comes phosphorus, another mineral often overshadowed by calcium, yet just as vital. One egg gives you about 86 milligrams of phosphorus, helping to reinforce the structural integrity of your bones, especially when paired with adequate calcium intake. Let me share a story that brings this all to life. Eleanor Briggs, a 78-year-old former music teacher from Spokane, Washington, had recently been diagnosed with early-stage osteoporosis. She wasn't comfortable with dairy and found her supplement regimen caused unwanted stomach issues. During a routine appointment, her doctor gently suggested a simple change: 2 eggs a day. Eleanor took the advice to heart. Most mornings now begin with soft-boiled eggs, a sprinkle of sea salt, and maybe some sautéed greens or avocado toast. 3 months later, her blood work showed improved vitamin D levels and early signs of better bone metabolism. More than anything, she said she felt grounded and steady again, and that made all the difference. Eggs are gentle on the digestive system, easy to chew, and endlessly versatile. Whether scrambled for breakfast, poached on a salad, or hard-boiled for a snack, they adapt to your rhythm and preferences. For those worried about cholesterol, current research supports moderate egg consumption as safe for most older adults, especially when included in a balanced, whole food diet. And for those looking to enhance their vitamin D intake further, some brands offer eggs laid by hens whose feed is enriched with extra vitamin D. Among all the foods that help build stronger bones, eggs stand quietly but firmly as a reliable companion. Simple, comforting, and full of the nutrients your body needs to stay mobile, balanced, and strong. Sometimes the best support comes not from something fancy, but from something familiar that fits into your life with ease and warmth. 1 egg at a time. 6. Prunes for bones, sweet natural protection. They might not sparkle in the spotlight like trendy superfoods, but prunes, those humble dried plums, carry a quiet strength that speaks directly to the needs of aging bones. For many seniors, prunes have long been associated with digestion, but there is a growing body of research that reveals they are also one of the most powerful natural allies in preserving bone density as we age. What gives prunes this remarkable ability? It begins with their rich content of polyphenols, which are plant-based compounds that help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are known to accelerate bone loss in older adults. These compounds work behind the scenes to protect the integrity of your bones in a gentle yet consistent way. Prunes are also a natural source of boron, a mineral that supports how your body processes and uses calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, all vital to the bone-building process. But prunes do not stop there. They are also loaded with potassium and vitamin K. Potassium helps neutralize the acids in your body that can otherwise pull calcium away from your bones. And vitamin K plays a critical role in binding calcium to the bone matrix, strengthening the very structure that supports your posture, balance, and mobility. It's this full-spectrum nourishment that makes prunes a small but mighty player in the daily diet of anyone concerned about bone strength. Science has stepped in to validate what nutritionists have quietly known. A study published in Osteoporosis International showed that post-menopausal women who ate 5 to 6 prunes daily for 6 months experienced better bone density in their forearms and lower spine compared to those who didn't. Another study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition echoed these results, suggesting that prunes may even help reverse bone loss over time. Let me introduce you to Helen Abernathy, an 84-year-old retired librarian from Savannah, Georgia. Helen had been managing osteopenia for years. Her joints ached on rainy days, and she had grown wary of too many supplements. Her granddaughter, who recently became a registered dietitian, encouraged her to add prunes to her breakfast, not just for digestion, but for her bones. Helen started with 5 prunes each morning, paired with oatmeal and a handful of almonds. Within weeks, she noticed her steps felt lighter, her joints less stiff. At her next bone scan, The news was steady, no decline. To Helen, that felt like a quiet victory. For seniors, prunes offer more than just nutrients. They are easy to chew, naturally sweet, and kind to the digestive system. You can enjoy them straight from the bowl, mix them into warm cereals, stir them into yogurt, or blend them into smoothies. If you're just beginning, start with 2 to 3 prunes a day and work up to 5 or 6. Look for unsulfured, no added sugar varieties, and store them in an airtight container to keep them soft and fresh. Prunes may be small, but their impact on your well-being is anything but. They nurture your bones, support your balance, and sweeten your journey through aging, one soft bite at a time. Sometimes the strongest medicine comes wrapped in simplicity, and prunes are a beautiful reminder of that. 7. Tofu, the gentle plant. Food that strengthens bones. Sometimes strength comes from the most unexpected places. For older adults who are looking to nourish their bones with gentle, plant-based foods, tofu offers something truly special. It is soft, humble, and mild in flavor, yet packed with powerful nutrients that can help protect your bones and support lasting strength well into your later years. Tofu is made from soybeans, and when it is set with calcium sulfate, it becomes one of the richest non-dairy sources of calcium available. Just half a cup of firm, calcium-set tofu can provide between 350 and 500 milligrams of calcium, often exceeding 1/3 of the daily requirement for older adults. That's a meaningful amount for something so easy to prepare and enjoy. Alongside calcium, tofu also delivers complete plant-based protein, which supports the collagen structure in your bones and helps preserve muscle mass. This combination is essential for preventing falls and maintaining balance, which become even more important as we age. But tofu's benefits go beyond the basics. It also contains isoflavones, natural compounds found in soy that gently mimic the effects of estrogen. This can be especially valuable for postmenopausal women whose declining estrogen levels often contribute to bone loss. These isoflavones help slow that process, making tofu a natural source of support that fits beautifully into a balanced lifestyle. Let me share the story of Leonard Ames, a 79-year-old retired school custodian from Salem, Oregon. Leonard had never tasted tofu in his life, but after a concerning bone density scan and encouragement from his daughter, who had recently gone plant-based, he decided to try it. He began adding tofu to stir fries, blending it into soups, and scrambling it with herbs and vegetables in the morning. Within 3 months, his follow-up labs showed steadier calcium levels and better vitamin D absorption. But what truly impressed his physical therapist was Leonard's improved posture and steadier gait during their weekly sessions. What started as a small experiment became a habit that brought him confidence and comfort. Tofu is gentle on the stomach and soft enough for those with chewing concerns. It absorbs flavors like a sponge, allowing you to season it any way you like. You can grill it, saute it, bake it, or blend it into sauces and soups for a creamy, dairy-free finish. Just be sure to choose varieties labeled with calcium sulfate, as this is the key ingredient that boosts the calcium content. If you're adding tofu to your meals, pair it with colorful vegetables and, if needed, sources of vitamin D such as sunlight or fortified foods to help your body absorb all the nutrients effectively. In the journey to stronger bones, tofu doesn't shout. It simply shows up, quietly nourishing your body one thoughtful meal at a time. It's a gentle but powerful foundation for strength, resilience, and a more vibrant, supported way of living. Our bones carry us through every step, every embrace, every moment of joy. And while aging may challenge their strength, it also offers us the wisdom to care for them with intention. The foods you choose each day can quietly rebuild what time tries to take. From yogurt to tofu, prunes to leafy greens, every bite becomes an act of strength. If one of these foods inspired you, type "stronger bones" in the comments. And if this message spoke to you, consider subscribing for more ways to nourish your health, your freedom, and your joy. Your next chapter is still being written. Let's keep it strong, together.